Justin, it's great to see you again today. We have here is the information that we gathered from performing your exam and x-ray on your last visit. And I tell you that this is the most important visit clinically that we will ever have together. As you can tell, we take this very, very seriously. I want to make sure that you can take this seriously as we do, alright?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. From the presentation, you can see that we offer 3 different types of care. First, called initial intensive care, and is designed to reduce or eliminate symptoms that you came in with. In your case, your headaches.
Yeah.
The second type of care is called corrective care, and is designed not only to take care of the symptoms you presented with, but also to get total body healing. To get the ligaments, tendons, muscles, and nerves healed up from prevention of your problems. Make sense?
Yeah.
Now, the third type of care is the most important type of care. Is called wellness or development care. Now, you're here. Now, you're not there yet, but we'll talk more about that when we reach the level of care. From your case history, we definitely have some previous injuries that have healed and wrong. You mentioned your birth process, and of course, falling, learning to walk. Did you know that average child falls 1,500 to 2,000 times while learning to walk?
I didn't know that.
Oh, really? You can imagine the injury that happens over and over again, can't you?
Yeah.
Also, we know that when our parents throw us up in the air, every time we come down, they catch us, produce a whiplash injury to our spine, causing bleeding in and around the spinal cord. You can imagine the damage, can't you?
Yeah.
While we grow up, our siblings and friends push and wrestle with us, and we play all sorts of sports. We may fall out of bed or have a chair pulled out from under us. We may crash on our bikes, and we get older and have auto accidents or injury at work or play. You can see all these spinal injuries build up on one another. You know that? You know what? And you know what?
What?
Well, okay. They all healing wrong.
Pause it.
Oh, shit.
Pause it.
Fuck.
You can see all the spinal injuries building on top of one another, and you know what? You're all healing wrong.
Man.
Shit, come on, man.
That's too much work to find.
All right, go.
The spots. If you mess up, stop, and then just go back a couple lines and restart.
All right. You're all healing wrong. And from your examination, we found a number of uncorrected vertebral subluxation. So we do believe you're a chiropractic case, and we do believe we can help you. You'll remember the first time we did was look at your spinal distortions.
Yeah.
Remember when analyzed your posture and we found list postural distortions?
Yeah.
Head tilt, high shoulder, high head, forward head carriage, etc.
Yeah.
These misalignments basically told us that the spinal joint have sprained, or we have previous injuries that have healed wrong. In these areas of your spine, we said that when your spinal joint sprained, like you have, it will cause a lack of range of motion. You remember when we examined your range of motion?
Yeah.
We used myovision, and here's a report from it. As you can see, yep. You also remember some of those motions you have discomfort, which verify without doubt that you have previous injury that have healed and wrong in that area of your spine.
Yeah.
All right. These injuries of limb motions will definitely pinch or irritate the spine, your nerves. Now, do you remember when we examined you for those irritated nerves?
Yeah.
We also did that, the myovision and our palpation. Now, that revealed damage and irritation to your nerve system in these areas, list areas. Now, when we have pinched and irritated nerves like you do, we call that vertebral subluxation. Can you say that for me?
Vertebral subluxation.
Nice. Good job. Good. Now, when this happens, we said the spinal muscle will then go into spasm. You remember when we examined you for spinal muscle spasms?
Yes.
Again, we used the myovision and our palpation. Those muscle spasms show in the myovision like this. All right, this is a SEMG graph on the computer.
Cool.
They said we felt ropey, These areas are where we found the muscle spasms. All right. When we have muscle spasms like you have, we said the muscle spasms are inflammation. Inflammation then affects scar tissue. Scar tissue looks like bubble gum. You know, if you step on some bubble gum, you pick your shoes up, and those sticky strands of gum from the pavement to your shoe or like scar tissue and infiltrates your muscles.
Yeah.
The problem is the muscle move the joints, and if these muscles are loaded with scar tissue, it doesn't allow the joint to move properly. This means the joint will never function how it's supposed to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
The sign of widespread inflammation is when those bony knobs of your spine are tender. Remember when we palpated those knobs? We found all those tender spots?
Yeah.
In this area and here.
Yeah.
Now the problem is the widespread inflammation is that the body starts to put layers of scar tissue onto the joint themselves, ligaments, disc, and the joint starts to inflame. And what these scar tissue looks like is, it looks like a burned victim skin. Have you ever seen a burned victim skin?
Yeah.
Right. It looks very purplish in color and striated, pockmarked, very fibrous. Problem is that the tissue will infiltrate enough and will get hardened enough and will only start to destroy the joint spine. This is why we take x-ray in the case of yours, so we can see the mountain subluxation. The degeneration is taking place in your spine. So this is a subluxation degeneration chart. There's great detail in each phase degeneration. The potential correction and ramification is left uncorrected. Now I want to show you your x-ray. This is a view box on the computer. And you can see that on the X-ray we have the findings. I want you to tell me what phase placement you feel that you're in.
I feel like I'm in phase 1, maybe.
Now, let me explain to you why you're in phase 1. You see that you don't have a nice forward curve. You're fairly straight. However, the disc space is still nice and thick, and the edge around your spine is still nice and round. You still have square vertebral bodies. We still have quite a bit of degeneration. Please go ahead and circle those phase degeneration you are in.
I think right there.
Nice. What many people ask at this point is, what can you do at phase 1 of subluxation degeneration? Well, first of all, the correction of these wellness care, we can stop any further degeneration, get back normal function, and over a period of time, get back near normal structure. I think everybody would like that.
Yeah.
If it advanced into phase 2, the correction of wellness care, there is nothing that we can do about the damage that is there, and decay and spur that are there. But we can't stop any further degeneration and get back to normal function.
All right.
If it advanced to phase 3, all we can do is corrective and wellness care and slow down the process. And in phase 4, there's nothing we can do about the areas in phase 4 except work on the joint that have not been fused. So what we did is put you in the best care schedule we know for a person in your situation. We base our care schedule on several factors: your age, your current level of health, and the phase of degeneration. A joint that bears weight, an ankle, a knee, hip, spinal joint, if it's sprained or injured. What we call subluxated in the case of spinal joint requires a minimum 12 to 16 weeks to heal. The problem is that it heals wrong during that time or right during that time, depending on how you approach it. If we do nothing to it, it will heal wrong. And every time the weather changes, you turn just right. You remember it?
Yeah.
So we're going to start our initial intensive care in 12 weeks. As far as visit frequency goes, we don't really know. Everybody's different. I do know it's not going to be 1-2 visits and you're done. You don't diet one day and start losing 20 pounds. You don't exercise in one day and become Arnold Schwarzenegger. So we are going to start off at 3 times per week for 12 weeks as guidelines. If we see you are responding quicker than normal, we'll cut back care. And if I see you responding slower than normal, we'll increase your care. The reason we do 3 times per week in the beginning is because you do hold an adjustment for about 24 to 48 hours. slowly you will move away from that good pattern of correction back into subluxated state. So we want to be right there, catching it before it slips back into the bad unhealthy state. And every 12 visits or 30 days, we will conduct assessments to track your progress. We want to make sure that you are on pace for optimal health and healing. So we will conduct these reassessments to make sure that at the end of this initial 12 weeks, we're going to perform a progress exam. Then we'll sit down again like we are right now and go over where you were when we began care and where you are at that point. It's very exciting to see the progress you made. Okay, at this point, you probably have at least half a dozen questions about how this works and compared to other types of care and how we move from here, and you probably have at least half a dozen more questions that you don't even know yet, which is the reason why we've put together our new patient orientation. You've probably seen it posted in the reception area. It's offered several times throughout the day, every day. Here are the times that we have. Cool. Come by. Now I like to say that it's an invitation, but it's not. It's an absolute requirement, and the reason why it's going to show you how to get well and how to stay well. Isn't that what you want?
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, its purpose is to save you time and money and to show you exactly how chiropractic will work for you and how you can get the greatest benefit from your care. Now, we encourage you to actually bring a family or friend because it's a life-changing event. Bring anyone who you think will appreciate learning about optimal health and healing. I'm going to give you the registration book, and what I'd like you to do is register yourself in. If you think of a friend and family, put their names in too, because seating is limited. Best thing to do is schedule around your adjustments, so that either before or after class, you can get adjusted or make it to another visit here. Now, I'd like to point out one last thing. For your adjustment, there's a Road to Recovery poster that you see here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Frequency care in the beginning, like we've mapped out for you, produced 3 responses. You may see faster results with your symptoms improving quickly, or you may feel like you're going a little worse before you improve. Last, you may enjoy steady improvement as each visit builds on the last ones before. But at some point, you'll feel better. Your muscle and ligaments haven't fully healed, which happens after symptoms subside. The question is, will you continue your visit to achieve maximum healing or coast? But the only way to coast is to go downhill. Without the strengthening of the muscle and ligaments, you will predisposition to a relapse, and it will happen. It might be days, weeks, or months later, but it will happen, and it will probably usually be worse. Mm-hmm. I hope you won't blame me or chiropractic. It's just that many people judge their health by how they feel. They think that once they feel better, they are better. But when that happens, we'll welcome you back, and we'll have to start all over again with a series of frequent visits. Also, you notice that once you start that coasting process, and with each relapse, your total health potential diminishes. Regardless of your future choice, we will want you to know that we're here to serve you and to help you reach your health goals. Are you ready to start?
Yeah, let's start.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh.